Sunshine and exercise, is it possible that your brain will function better and you'll feel better and life could be amazing? So why don't we get outside more often? Why don't we exercise outside more often? And what if we turned exercise into something that wasn't a chore or something I have to do? Look at my watch, I have to do my 10,000 steps. Look at how many calories I burnt today. Did I get enough exercise? Have I counted and measured my food? What if we just lived our life in a way that we loved all the exercise that we do and we love all the food that we eat? And most importantly, that we do it because we want to, not because we have to. So what if we turned exercise into a, rather than this is a structured facility? And I'll use the example of going to the gym. Most people, when they look inside a gym, now you might love it and you've got your favourite pieces of equipment and you love gyms that have got all different varieties of different kinds of machines. But imagine if you are a person who hates exercise, or you're really unfit, or you're overweight, and you look inside a gym, so you put your head in the window. Is it possible that most of the equipment inside a gym, if not all of it, looks like torture equipment? And for somebody who's overweight and unfit, could it be really intimidating? And if you add to that mirrors, where not only is it scary and intimidating, now I have to look at myself doing that scary, intimidating stuff. And having managed health clubs all over the world, literally, there's been times where people have come to the gym and they haven't fit in the piece of exercise equipment. We had to give them something else to do because their body didn't fit in that machine. I had a really embarrassing experience for everybody at one stage where somebody stood on the treadmill. And the treadmill, I'd never seen this happen, but I learnt the hard way. The treadmill flashed and said, too heavy, too heavy. This treadmill only takes 120 kilos. So obviously the person was more than 120 kilos. Can you imagine how that made them feel? I have another interesting story about a lady who came to my health club 9 times. And the reason I know that she came 9 times is when she came into the gym, the receptionist came out from behind the desk, which is I always ask, please don't keep a barrier between you and somebody that's coming into your gym. And the receptionist said to this gorgeous lady, congratulations, thank you for coming to the gym, welcome to the gym, have you been here before? And this woman answered in a very interesting way. She said, yes, I've tried to get here 8 times before. And she gave the example of wanting to do something with her body to have more energy. And just as an interesting side note, she was 120 kilos and 5 foot tall, so very intimidating to come to a gym. And her goal was not to lose weight though, because when we asked her what you wanted to do, her number one goal was to be able to stand up long enough to do her ironing. She was a mum, she had children, and she didn't have the energy to complete a whole basket of ironing. So there's an interesting side note, to be aware that not everybody comes to the gym for the same reasons that you might be going to the gym. Anyway, so she decided she might go to the gym. She left her house, got into the car, put her seatbelt on, said, I can't do this, took her seatbelt off, went back inside and ate some cookies. These are her words, not mine. She said, the next time I got into the car, put my seatbelt on, drove to the end of the driveway, reversed back, went back inside, had something else to eat. She did this 8 times. The last time she came, she actually got to the health club, parked her car at the same time that a whole heap of tennis ladies were coming out, because the health club I was managing at the time was a tennis facility. And this beautiful girl, who was 120 kilos and 5 foot tall, looked at a large group of women who were in great shape, had gorgeous legs, and they were wearing their tennis skirts. And she said, I can't go in there. That was the 8th time that she came. So to her credit, she finally made it into the gym. We make exercise complicated and hard, and maybe we do that for the people that love going to the gym, which, by the way, is only 10% of the population. But interestingly, that 10% are people who have memberships at the gym. Is it possible that there are people that have a membership but don't go to the gym? Have you ever had that situation? There's a joke about that where a woman's really cranky about not losing any weight. She says, I'm going to go down to the gym and tell them that I should have lost weight by now, even though she'd never been. So how about this? Why don't we turn every activity that we do, every outdoor activity, into something that's going to get us fit and strong? So yes, why don't we go to the park? But when we go to the park, let's get puffed. I have a dream of a health club that is outside, and it might have a roof over the top in case it's raining. But it has this kind of equipment, so it has monkey bars and things to play on, and some kind of obstacle course with chin-ups and dips and lifting logs and rocks and things that parents and kids could do together, and it would be a fun activity rather than we're going to the gym because we have to exercise. And is it possible that that's one of the reasons that people don't want to exercise, because it's a have to rather than a want to? Wouldn't it be nice if kids said, can't wait to go to the exercise park, Mum, and get puffed and lift heavy? Imagine a big area where there might be, only because I love working outside now in the garden, but there might be 20 wheelbarrows and big piles of rocks and sand and shovels and logs, and you had to fill up your wheelbarrow with sand with a shovel, or fill up your wheelbarrow with rocks and push it along. So you got puffed and you got fit, but it wasn't considered exercise. And I asked myself this question because I've been working in my garden now for about 2 months, and I ask myself every day, why do I love this so much? Because it doesn't feel like exercise. I'm creating something beautiful. I'm getting puffed, I'm lifting heavy, but it's not a have to, it's a want to. And the side effect of my building my garden is that I'm getting fit and getting fitter and stronger. I understand why people do sport, and isn't it great that you get a skill for sport and you get fit and you get strong, but the focus is not on I have to exercise. So if you're a parent, a teacher, or a coach, if you are living the example of being fit and strong, but your living example is have to go to the gym, have to do weight training with weights. Did you know that muscles are blind? Did you know that they can't count? Your muscles don't know whether you're lifting a rock or a log or a child or a bag full of books. Your muscles just know that if they get overloaded, they'll get stronger. So how about we overload our heart and lungs, overload our muscles and bones, turn our body into a fat-burning machine, food-burning and calorie-burning machine, pump happy drugs into our brain, which is more likely when we're outside in the sunshine and the fresh air anyway. How about we exercise in the upright position, because that's how the body works, and how about we get our kids active? Let's be the living, breathing example of what exercise is, a fun activity, an activity that the side effect of it is that we'll be fit and healthy and strong. But if we focus on how hard exercise is, or how long it is, or how boring it is, or how sore our muscles are, or how many calories we burnt, or what our body fat percentage is, or how many reps and sets we do, is it possible that we could be turning people off? If you want to inspire people to exercise, how about we get outside? Could that be a great idea? Thank you for coming to Romax. My name's Rowie, and I would love the world to be healthy, fit and strong. Would you love your family, your community, your city, the people that you love, to have a long, healthy life? And I always ask this question, is it possible that if I look after my body will look after me? If you help the people in your life to be healthy, fit and strong, is it possible that they will have a better life too? So thank you for visiting Romax, and thank you for being the person in your life that inspires the people in your life to be happy, healthy, fit and strong. Woohoo! I feel good. Na 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 na. I knew that I would now. Check it out. It's beautiful.